Welcome to this explainer. Building a world-class luxury hospitality experience, it's really both an art and an exacting science. But think about it. Before that marble is perfectly polished, before the fine dining menus are even printed, and way before that first guest steps through the grand entrance, a totally critical foundation has to be laid. So today, we're exploring the actual architecture of team building. We're going to examine the blueprint that literally determines whether a hotel operates flawlessly or, well, falls short. And that is the design of hospitality job descriptions.
Hello and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert with extensive experience in modern hospitality operations and performance support. I am so pleased to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. We really look forward to supporting your professional growth in the hospitality industry.
All right, let's dive into our syllabus. Today's explainer is structured into 6 architectural phases. We'll cover the foundation of hospitality recruitment, clarity in service outcomes, crafting realistic expectations, competencies beyond the tasks, fairness, consistency, and protection, and finally, the evolving living document. Let's get started. Section 1. The foundation of hospitality recruitment. Just like a luxury hotel requires a structurally flawless concrete base, your recruitment strategy absolutely needs an unshakable starting point. A job description carries immense weight. It's really not just a piece of paper. It is the absolute foundation of successful recruitment in hospitality. It does some heavy lifting for us, defining expectations, outlining responsibilities, and setting those crucial performance standards. But honestly, more importantly, it shapes candidate perceptions of both the role itself and your entire organization. Now, we operate in a highly competitive talent market, right? Because of this, clear and engaging job descriptions are exactly what will significantly influence the quality of applications you receive and the overall interest from top-tier candidates. It's your first impression, so we have to make it count.
Moving right along to Section 2, Clarity in Service Outcomes. This is where we start designing the interior of our blueprint, focusing entirely on how every single role connects directly to the guest. An effective hospitality job description has got to begin with a clarity of purpose. A traditional, kind of uninspiring approach just relies on a mechanical task list. But simply listing tasks, that doesn't work in premium hospitality. Instead, candidates need a clear connection to service outcomes. They need to immediately understand exactly why their role exists. Strong descriptions connect daily responsibilities directly to those service outcomes. You want the candidate to clearly visualize how their specific work impacts the guest experience and actively contributes to the overall success of the hotel.
Section 3. Crafting realistic expectations. Just as the perfect lighting and music in a luxury lobby set the atmosphere, the language you use in your job descriptions completely sets the tone for your future employees.
Language has serious power. It can attract or repel suitable applicants. When organizations overpromise or use highly generic terms, it creates completely unrealistic expectations for the new hire. And what happens when the reality of daily hotel operations just doesn't match that exaggerated brochure? Well, dissatisfaction sets in, and that leads directly to early turnover. In contrast, hospitality roles deeply benefit from warm, inclusive, and realistic language that genuinely reflects the true service nature of the work. You have to present both the opportunities and the challenges honestly. A balanced description actually prevents early turnover because candidates walk through the door knowing exactly what to expect from day one.
Okay, Section 4. Competencies beyond the tasks. Here, we shift our focus from a basic list of duties to comprehensive role profiles that capture the vital human element of hospitality.
Role profiles must go significantly beyond basic job descriptions to outline required competencies, behaviors, and development pathways. In our industry, technical skills, they're really only half the equation. Interpersonal skills, emotional intelligence, adaptability, and teamwork are absolutely non-negotiable. Institutions like Europe Hotel School London heavily stress this specific competency-based role design. And why is that? Because doing so perfectly aligns professional educational standards with the true everyday operational realities of a modern luxury hotel. Remember, you aren't just hiring hands, you are hiring emotional intelligence.
That brings us to Section 5, Fairness, Consistency, and Protection. Think of this as the structural integrity of our blueprint, ensuring our recruitment practices are ethically sound and legally stable.
Job descriptions are actually incredibly powerful tools for supporting fairness and consistency in your recruitment process. By establishing clearly defined criteria right there on the page, you empower hiring managers to assess candidates objectively, and this directly reduces bias.
In our industry, this is absolutely paramount. We operate in highly multicultural hospitality environments, right? We're welcoming guests from all over the world, and we must hire talent from diverse backgrounds and experiences. Those diverse candidates must be evaluated equitably, and a rock-solid job description is exactly what guarantees that fairness. But beyond fairness, there are vital legal and ethical considerations at play here. By taking Step 1 to set clear requirements and working conditions, Step 2 to establish completely transparent reporting lines, you reach Step 3, doing something incredibly important, which is protecting both the employee and the employer. Setting these transparent expectations legally and ethically reduces a lot of misunderstandings down the road. Honestly, it forms the bedrock of highly positive, trust-based employment relationships. Finally, we arrive at Section 6, the Evolving Living Document. This is a great reminder that a hotel is a living, breathing entity. And our architectural blueprint, well, it's never truly finished.
Job descriptions cannot just be static records gathering dust in an HR folder somewhere. They have got to be living documents. Hotel operations are constantly evolving. Whether that's driven by the integration of new technology, vital sustainability initiatives, or cutting-edge service innovations, the expectations of our roles fundamentally change. You literally must regularly review and update these profiles. This regular revision is the only way to ensure strict alignment between your high-level organizational strategy and your actual on-the-ground workforce capability.
So, to summarize everything we've covered today, effective job descriptions and comprehensive role profiles do so much more than just fill a vacancy. They attract the right candidates, the kind of individuals who deeply understand the role, who align seamlessly with your hotel's service values, and who are completely prepared to grow within the organization. Never underestimate this document. It represents the very first formal step in building a highly productive and deeply engaged employment relationship.
Which brings us to our final thought for all you future hotel leaders out there. As sweeping forces like AI technology and green sustainability continue to radically transform our industry, the way we define work absolutely must change. So, how will your job descriptions evolve to shape the future of hospitality? The blueprint is in your hands. Thank you so much for joining this explainer, and I wish you the absolute best on your continued learning journey.